Hey everyone, Bladewolf88 here, bringing you a little Q&A session this time round. I figured that this would be something quite fun to do. I've had a few questions come in from a few different people, so I figured I'd cover some of them in this video for you. The first one comes from Apollo Wex, and he asked me, what are your PC specs, and which games are you most anticipating playing this year? Well, to save me reading out all my PC specs, what I'll do is I'll put up a little freeze frame on the screen right about now, and that will have on there my current PC specs even, that I'm actually using for my current rig. I am looking at upgrading it, but that's what I'm using so far. And as for my most anticipated game of this year, it's got to be Doom. I am so ridiculously fanboy hyped for playing Doom. I have Final Doom on my Steam account as well, just because I love the originals. I can't get enough of it. It's just entirely too good. Okay, next question is from Wolfdown Games, and he says, what is your favourite sandwich? And, the real questions come out now, and, I would have to say, I'm actually salivating even just thinking about it, it would have to be a chicken and bacon sandwich filler. It's this little sandwich filler stuff you can get from any sort of retail outlet. And they're delicious. You know, you put them in a sandwich, you toast the sandwich off like in a little sandwich toaster, and it's like liquid heaven for your face. I definitely recommend it. Okay, next question comes in from Rowdy Sandwich. Maybe Rowdy should have been my favourite sandwich, who could say? But he says, what's my favourite game series or franchise at the moment? And for me, it would have to be the Final Fantasy series. I am a total Final Fantasy nerd. I love Final Fantasy 7, Final Fantasy 9, Final Fantasy 8 can go sucker. Well, you can guess what. I didn't like it at all, but I've played almost every Final Fantasy game that's come out so far, and I absolutely adore them. They are fantastic, so I'm quite hyped to see how the next one turns out as well. Next question comes in from Walking Virus Gaming, and he asked me, what is the answer to the greatest question in the universe? Well, there's a couple of different ways you can look at this, because what is the greatest question? Maybe that is what the question is. The question itself is the question. Or the answer could just quite simply be 42. And if you don't get that, that just proves how old I am, and I should probably just go shoot myself. Next up, we have Queepy Plays. I can't pronounce her name very well, unfortunately. Sorry, Queepy. And it says, what was your first game and console? Well, my first gaming experience was actually on an Amiga 500, where I played a couple of games like Dune, Altered World, and like weird sort of like point-and-click games like Monkey Island, which I loved. But my first ever console was a Mega Drive, and on the Mega Drive there was this really cool game called Eternal Champions, which was a fighting game, and it had some really cool characters. I always picked the really emo characters because I was a depressed little brat as a child. But yeah, that was pretty awesome. I loved that game series. It was great. Next question comes from Rhinol11. He says, what's my favourite genre of game? And also, do you prefer single-player or multiplayer games? For me, my favourite genre of games would be RPGs. I love RPGs, especially online RPGs, but they eat my life. They entirely devour my life, so I try to avoid them as much as possible. And as for the whole single-player versus multiplayer, I can't really decide, you know? I like doing the multiplayer stuff with my friends, it's a hell of a lot of fun. But sometimes, I just want to sit down by myself, play some games, chill out, unwind at the end of a long day, and then just mellow out. So that's basically me, you know? If you do think of any other questions you guys want to do, I'm probably going to do more Q&As if I get more questions, so if there's anything you'd like to know, just chuck it in the description below, or send me a comment, send me a Twitter, I don't know. I don't use Twitter very much, so I don't understand it, so just spam stuff at me if there's things you want to know. But that's about it for this video. I'm keeping this one a little bit shorter. There's not actually much update on the channel at this time. As I say, at the moment, we're currently just getting through the last few videos recorded with the old microphones, so there's not much to worry about there. And soon I'll be starting new content as well. I'm looking to pick up Finding Teddy 2, so don't worry, don't panic. It will be coming. The Teddy will be found. Do not fear. I'll be continuing the current series as we announced in the last update video, which gave us the decisions from the polls you guys kindly took time to do. And that's about it, really, you know. The channel's going well. I'm on over 80 subscribers now, which I'm completely shocked at. I love all the support you guys are giving me. And I have one little challenge for you guys, if you don't mind. I would like you to put in the description down below, or the comments section, should I say. I keep saying description because I'm an absolute idiot. But if you put down in the comments section below your most favourite gaming memory. I'd love to hear some of your gaming memories, because as I said, that's what this channel's about, is sharing these memories. But that's your task if you want to do it. Anyways, I'm going to leave this episode here. Thanks very much for joining me for it, and hopefully I'll see you all in the next one. Thanks, guys.